see the pair that got pulled into time?
Clive.
Okay, now we'll go back to
Going purse weighing you down?
frickin' Final Fantasy. Diamond Sword. Yes, please.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Hey, Joel. I'm good. How are you? Good afternoon. I hope you're good.
What do you want?
Okay. Yeah, I know how that feels. Well, thanks for being honest. And it's at least good to know that you're feeling a bit better.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. Should last you a good while. Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you.
Well, crap. Which one's the better one, though? I guess Brightburn.
That it?
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, let's speak with Otto. Let's see how the state of things are after shit went down. And apparently Bahamut is still alive. Speaking of Bahamut, yeah, there's a new ability tree. Ah, screw it. Let's test it out. Let's test out the Bahamut thingy. Although I have my Ora Ora upgraded and whatnot. Hey, what's up, Craig? Welcome back. Oh, I can't even go anywhere. Well, that's nice. Europeans. We're people from Europea, yes.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Are you making them skies then?
Your lone winners, what? You should call back the scouts. All of them.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned
Mid.
foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
Riz, one word of the year. Oh, good Jesus Lord. Help me, Lord Jehovah.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable
Yeah, like
catastrophe?
people
Not that you are to blame for
have
giving
no
it
idea
fate.
how far
No one
how
could
far
predict the
gone
actions of the Crown Prince.
as a
I'm sorry I
species
couldn't
we the
save
human
your
race already
My
are.
countrymen are
Like,
stronger than you think.
all the signs of the
A
apocalypse
few
are here,
tunneled
man.
clock towers won't break their spirits.
Like, Riz winning
They'll
word
be
of the
back on
year
their
is
feet
just
in no time.
one of them.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks, cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay.
Dude, I remember when I thought
only a
that
matter of
Joe
time before the
Rogan
common
and
folk
Elon
convince
Musk
themselves that
were
the end of
part of
days
the
is
sane
upon us.
ones. Like,
Yet I
what
fear a
happened?
swift end
How
is
is the
more
world
than we
so
can hope
upside
for.
down so quick?
While most
I
of the world
remember
thirsts for
when
ether,
Joe
the
Rogan
remainder
and
drowns
Elon
in it,
Musk actually
spawning
made
traffic
sense,
in
and
droves.
now the
And amidst
oh
the
man,
hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire.
Joe Rogan was okay,
Rumor has it
like
the ministers
until
fled the capital after
something
the fall of
happened.
Drake's
Like
Fang,
Joe
leaving
Rogan
their beloved
got a lot of
republic to
flack,
crumble.
and so he
Waloed,
stood
meanwhile,
his
moves
ground.
in earnest.
And now Joe
The
Rogan
Einherjar
is kind
has
of
been
not,
sighted off Storm.
because like Joe Rogan used to
world,
take that ground
in
of
short,
I'm just a guy and I have
is in
my
chaos.
opinions.
It would seem
You
that
shouldn't
our
listen to me because I'm
civilization's
just a guy
moved
voicing my
past
own
absurd.
opinions, and I'm
To
not
be
like
washed
what I
away
what I
at the
say is
whim
not
of the
representative of like a
waves.
group or something. Like it's just me. And like so many stupid people
Castle of
started
Fan.
taking offense
Not
to
my
some shit
best
he said,
flourish, but it
that he
seemed
started
fitting.
actually standing
The
his ground
reports
and
I've
actually
received are
becoming
considerably more blunt and brazen.
um
Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
nowadays people can't differentiate between their opinion and the facts. That's the problem. Because if there's a saying that goes, your opinion will never change facts, but if you're a reasonable person, facts may change your opinion.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Can you blame them, with the skies as they are?
Oh no, jokes have nothing to do with this. Like, jokes have nothing to do with this. Humor is different, but what people need to do, cowardly people, what they need to do is when they say something stupid, they use "I'm joking" as a defense. Like, because when they know they were just testing the water, so to speak, but then they say "I'm joking." No, you weren't. You know. Because humor has nothing to do with kind of facts and opinions, you know? Because you may believe something, but if facts disprove your opinion, you don't have to change your mind instantly, but you can, like, think about it and go like, okay, I can see where I may be wrong. And that's a start. But people don't do that. People just, like, stand their ground on what they believe in. There's nothing wrong with standing for what you believe in, but if someone proves to you logically that what you believe may not be wrong or is inconsistent. Like, don't die on that hill because you're gonna look stupid and you're gonna maybe even harm what you believe and what you stand for.
I believe is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters.
That being said, Riz as a word, I'm sorry, but it is my opinion that it's fucking cringe, especially how much it's used today. It's cringe.
He has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not.
Yeah, but can I tell you something that a lot of people are not ready to look in the mirror and admit and have this conversation? That sometimes so-called liberal people are as guilty of not admitting that they can be wrong as so-called conservatives. You know, because people like to divide things between left and right, and fine, let's do that. Right-winged people rarely admit they're wrong, even when they know they are. Left-winged people, they can't fathom being wrong. The biggest offense to them is proving to them that they may be wrong, or that they may be acting just as bad as the people they stand up against. You know, that's the biggest crime to them.
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Nah, the world doesn't suck. But people nowadays, you know when people say they live in a simulation? Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I got it. I got it, Joel. But the thing is, a lot of people today, they think their feelings count more than facts, you know, than proof. What you feel, and people are usually kind of blind to the sort of entitlement that generates, even when you're unaware, even when you're not an entitled person. Such a sentiment is like that's what makes Karens, for example. You know, how I feel is what's right because I feel something, so it is right. It can never be wrong. Like, motherfucker, racists feel that shit. Like, that's the thing. Like, when people go like, how I feel is what matters and nothing else matters, and I'm gonna live in my own reality, and fuck you, you're a hater if you disagree with me. That's a common thing to everyone, both leftists and rightists, if you want to call them that. Like, everyone has that problem, you know.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one.
And when you start just caring about how you feel, you're entitled. Period. You're entitled. Because you don't care about anything else except how you feel. You put how you feel above everything else. And that makes you
Lubor
stop
says the
caring
village was
about
raided
how
by
you make
bandits.
other people feel or how other people feel, you know?
Fucking balls.
That's called
The Ghost
entitlement,
Break suspects
whether
the
you like
Takis
to admit
store
it
the
or
damage
not.
in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
And people, that's what's scary, man. People don't realize how dangerous enforcing your own reality can be to others. You know, it's just like they say it's such a light-hearted thing, and they call it manifesting sometimes and whatnot. That's not manifesting. That's self-delusion, and that is very dangerous to you and to other people around you, because you're gonna act like things are the way you want them to be, but they're not. So aren't you like purposefully being schizophrenic? And people don't think about this shit. They don't stop and think about how they're acting, because they're so righteous and self-important and entitled. There you go. Like, the worst thing someone can do to me, for example, is after me trying to admit that I was wrong and trying to apologize for so long, and I'm sorry for saying it again, I can give my ex as an example. Like, for trying to apologize for so long and trying to say, yes, I was wrong, I did so and so wrong, and I'm sorry, and I want to make up for what I did, and people in their heads still go like, oh, they don't think they did anything wrong. You know? Because people just want... sometimes people don't even know what they want. They want some sort of ego vindication. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, oh man, this world is just so messed up right now, and people are the problem. Oh, no, I stopped. Oh, yeah. Understanding that the person is sorry is very crucial, but you know what's very crucial as well? Just saying you're sorry is not enough. You need to change your behavior. You don't even have to make up for it sometimes, but, you know, I read somewhere, and it stuck with me, that the best apology gift is changed behavior. And without the changed behavior, an apology is empty. It's worthless. Because what good is it saying sorry if you're just gonna do it again?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed.
Like, saying you're sorry because you're sorry is one
They
thing,
left with our food and guild days ago.
but
Any idea where they went?
saying you're sorry just because you
desert's a
don't want to
big
get in
place.
trouble,
Your guess is as good as
that's
mine. But the
that's
fact
just
is,
being a coward.
I have more immediate
That's just not
concerns.
wanting to face consequences for what you did, but you want to do it again.
As if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have
Yeah,
them
well,
mount the bandits' heads on
in
our
my
walls
case,
as a
you know
lesson to
how
the
it
rest.
went. I
And
literally
what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your
tried
men?
my best
Are you going to hire more?
to at
We're
least
better
make
off using that
the
coin
person
to buy
realize
food
what they were
and
doing.
supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're
But
buying
yeah,
is the bandits'
sometimes
ire.
people are huge
And you
cowards,
cannot fill empty bellies with
and
that.
they don't
Do
want
you
to
hear
change
me?
their behavior.
But what
They just
happens
don't
when
want
they come
to
back?
get in trouble
Maybe it'll
for
be your throat that's slit.
being bad people,
That's enough.
because they say they're
Both of you.
sorry, but then they do it
Any more of
again
this, and I'll
and
throw you
worse.
out
And
myself.
all I was trying to
Come
do was
back when
trying
you're
to make
ready to
them
talk
see
like
what they were
adults.
doing, but it pained me to slowly have to accept that the person knew all along what they were doing. They were just a bad person all along. They knew. They knew. It wasn't about not being aware. Like the people sometimes they don't have remorse, you know? They don't feel bad. They sometimes they're borderline sociopathic and they don't realize it.
Sid and Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools.
And there's a
If
recent
you're
example
here,
of
I suppose
someone
his
who
patience must be waning.
there's a
Who are
recent
those
example
people?
of someone who
Those were the
did
thorns
this.
in Lubor's side. And the reason
Literally,
this place might be headed the same way
like
as
a
Costness.
minute after saying I'm sorry, I
These
won't do it
accursed
again, they were
skies.
doing it again.
The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire
And that
city,
drove
for
me
that matter.
insane.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
Well,
That
to be
sounds like a
honest, I
recipe
just
for
felt like it was
disaster.
more of my usual ranting.
A recipe for disaster.
And I
is
need to do a lot
precisely
less
what
of
it
that.
is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
To be honest, I lost the plot thread of the game already.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men
Oh yeah, by the
left to
way,
hire. Is that
Joel,
true?
I have a video
True
for
as the
you. Let me
best
go
is
get the
cracked.
link.
Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamul's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Here, Joel, if you ever have 2 hours of downtime and you want to catch up, but you don't want to track down all the comics, there you go. There's a Court of Owls 2-hour video for you from the original comics.
To be trifled with.
By the way, you can. There's no problem in watching that before you finish Gotham Knights, because they're very different. Like I've already mentioned before. So have no worries about being spoiled, because you won't. You really won't. The game, all it has is callbacks. Like I said, the labyrinth thing. It's just a level. It's nothing more than that. There's only references. Like it's very different from the comics in the video game. Even the person behind everything, yeah, it's nothing to do with it. So
Here he is now.
you're safe from spoilers.
Allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill.
Especially the one thing that they don't do in the game is what happens when Batman finally finds the Court of Owls. You know?
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
You needn't have gone through this charade. Good lord, there's a British sentence if I've ever heard one.
Performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Oh man, I swear to God, this game is so British. Like, every word, every British, every word that's unmistakably British has been said in this game. Like, blimey, sodding, bollocks, bloke, mate. Okay, mate's not exclusively British, but yeah, you get the picture. I think the only two cliche words we haven't actually heard in this game of Britain are tea and crumpets, quite literally.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
That's the thing, man. Even that has been said in this game. All of it has been said in this game. All of the British words, except for tea and crumpets. I heard no one say...
You're not serious.
Oh, Jesus, dick fruit. No, no, we haven't heard dick fruit.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from
Oh,
the desert.
we haven't heard Fanny, but we did hear Knickers.
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And
Because you know that every game where there's a British badass woman, that British badass woman always has to say, "Don't get your knickers in a bunch." Exactly. You know it, Craig. Okay, give me just a sec. I'm just finishing up this rolling job, we can say. Because there's gonna be combat, so I'm gonna need both of my hands. What? Half British, African American. Oh! Nice. Okay, give me just a sec. This game is a little confused? How so? Wait, now I'm curious. How is it a little confused? Well, remember, it is Final Fantasy. It's not actually supposed to be British. They're just supposed to be people who speak like they're British. Because, yeah, it's not really supposed to be England. Oh, yeah, I know. Haven't seen One Knife Crime yet. What? But wait. Now I gotta counterpoint you. What do you mean you haven't seen One Knife Crime yet? Like, people get stabbed and chopped up. Oh, wait a minute. You weren't here yesterday. Oh, dude. My dude. You missed everything yesterday after you went to bed because I was streaming until very late. Aeon was here. He also fell asleep. Cause yeah, yesterday I went a lot overboard. It was a long time streaming. But you missed it, man. Yesterday when I went head to head with Bahamut, oh, there was stabbing attempts. The Duchess cut her own throat, and oh, sir, oh, we had it all. We had it all. It all happened in a castle. The Emperor's son killed his own father because his father turned his back on his people, but the wife is really the evil plotting queen. But in the end, she slit her own throat. Oh man, this game is very British, sir. Oh yeah, by the way, just I don't know if you guys care about the plot or not, but turns out that because it has a complicated plot. Remember, Clive, the main character, this guy, he was the son of the Duke, basically, and his wife, the Duchess, is the one that betrayed the kingdom. So basically, they belong to a bloodline that is they usually are heirs of the power of the Phoenix. But this guy, Clive, he was rejected by the Phoenix, and the second born, Joshua, was the one that was actually chosen. But yeah, then there was that whole thing in the beginning of the game where apparently we thought Joshua died. Then we found out that Clive was the one who apparently killed them without knowing. But Joshua was actually alive. So the Phoenix is still around. But in the meantime, their mom, after betraying the kingdom, basically married another emperor of another kingdom to produce a true heir to unite everything, because all she cares about is power and producing the heir. So they produced an heir, but surprise, surprise, They were protecting the kid like the kid was innocent, but turns out the kid was actually possessed or something by the secret villain, by the guy, by Ultima, the guy who's apparently pulling everyone's strings. So now, to give you the update, the next Akon that Ultima is recruited against us is Odin. So, yeah, I'm gonna remember your good boy for many times now in the near future.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
Nice. Full-on Mega Flare. That is great.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Nice. Oh, they burn so good. I like Bahamut's powers. They're cool. I'm gonna upgrade them as soon as I can. Oh, that's the guy, huh? Okay, guy. Let's see what you got. Yeah, let's charge a Mega Flare. Oh, okay. No, it's cool. Oh, you go walk that good boy. Please give him a few pets behind the ears for me. Mega Flare. Got it. Oh, of course, I get it. Well, I know, he probably has one of those full body leashes, right? And they don't like those. I get it. Trust me. Oh, I'm gonna have to try and charge up this Mega Flare a bit faster. I wonder if I upgrade it. At least I can dodge out of it and still keep charging it. I just got a trophy for something and I have no idea what. There, he's dead. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's probably uncomfortable for him, the whole process of putting the jumper on. But yeah, then when he gets outside, everything's good.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Yeah, sorry for muted because I'm petting a baby kitty right now who is looking just so very cute, sleeping on top of her sister.
As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay. See you later, Joel. Have a good one, and Odin too. Hey! What's up, Romero, you sexy beast, you? Good morning. Lethal Company? What is that, a game?
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them.
Oh, I gotta look
Time
it
to
up,
storm
I
the
think.
hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Oh, okay. It's only on Steam. I looked it up. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I watched a few of Stimpy's videos. He's funny. I didn't watch many, but yeah, I watched a couple. But I'll need to watch a couple more in order to start getting the memes.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Yeah, once I start looking decent, and once I
Clive, wounded.
gain the courage to clean up my stuff around here, maybe I'll start doing some more professional stuff and have some, well, maybe have a face cam or something, I don't know. Welcome back, Craig.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Oh, that changes everything.
But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble!
Oh yeah, the sky's turned. My bad.
They got a pack of Akashics snapping at their heels! And they've got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
My brothers. Are they?
What are you after? Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Take care out there, eh?
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Woof. Oh, not these guys again.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty. I needed that.
Oh, that must have hurt.
Let's try.
rapidly hitting its shell, so yeah, that's why it's not going down. Okay, tired of this. Let's do the Mega Flare. Got him, that was easy. Drawn out, but easy. Yeah.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
No problem,
You've
sir.
never been one to shy
I'm the
away from
Acon of
danger,
Fire.
Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
That's a lot of questing just to...
Good luck.
A lot of questing just to progress. No, man, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you've been catching on so far, there's only supposed to be one Acon of Fire, and that should be Phoenix. But apparently there are two. Because there are only supposed to be 8 Acons. Because Clive also has the blessing of the Phoenix. I think something else is going on here. I don't fully understand why, but they're not supposed to... I don't know what's going on. They're not supposed to both be the Acons of Fire, and there's something going on with Clive. From what I can gather, or from what I can speculate, Ultima is some sort of being who wants the powers of all the Acons for himself. And what I'm suspecting is that somehow Clive was created because Clive has the ability to absorb the powers of all the Acons. That's why I'm collecting them, basically. And from what I can tell, I think Ultima wants to take advantage of that, because Ultima, he wants to be inside me, basically. He wants to use my body. And I don't apologize for how that sounds. And I do believe Ultima is trying to basically use me to steal the powers of all the Acons. But I'm still not sure, because it's still being slowly revealed. So, and it turns out that the new kid that my now deceased mother used to have, because he's now also deceased,
We have to slow them down.
turns out he was, turns out the kid was possessed by Ultima. So the kid was in fact very evil. Oh man, Chocobo's gone hollow.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
It's over.
He is now. Yeah, and this is the special move of the Phoenix. So as you can see, it burns, but it also recovers my...
Too slow. Nice try.
Got him. Yeah, in previous Final Fantasies, because, like, remember, there's common elements between all the Final Fantasy games, even though they're all different stories and universes and whatnot. Like, every single one of them, from 1 to 16, it's a different universe and setting. And the only common things are usually the Acons and Chocobos and some themes like the crystals and whatnot. But all the rest is always new. So that's why going into this game, people don't know the characters, but some things were for sure. We would have Acons. Like, some things are for sure in every Final Fantasy game. There will be Acons, there will be Chocobos, and there's going to be a character named Sid. All the rest is up in the air. Oh, and then of course there's like Moogles and all those common creatures, but every setting is supposed to be different. So, what is an anthology? Kinda. But sorry, all of this was to say that, yeah, in previous games, Phoenix as a summon has always had the ability of doing exactly that. It does fire damage, and it usually either heals you or it resurrects fallen party members. In some games, it can even auto-activate randomly when you die.
I think that was the last of them.
So it can be like a saving grace. Like, you get a total party kill, and Phoenix auto-triggers and revives all of your characters. That has happened to me before. And yes, in this game, in the previous boss battle, I got taken out and the Phoenix resurrected me.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Okay. We found these men a home.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me
Still, my
that a man
dude.
is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing.
Oh, I would be Clive. Oh, no, 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 no.
Than an unworthy
I do have that trait, I will admit, but I probably wouldn't be Clive. No,
There is
I
only so
wouldn't.
much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire?
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Honestly, at this point, dude, I don't think I have many redeeming traits as it is.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts? I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of
Welcome. An excellent choice.
Okay, spending a lot of my money in music. It's like I'm 16 again.
I can't do it.
Okay, what do you want?
My lord, my lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the
Oh, by the
garrison
way,
to ask
just
what
for
they were planning on doing
context,
about
when
all
they
this.
say Akashic,
Then we'll
it's
look
pretty much like Hollow from Dark Souls.
We could leave. The two soldiers were carrying.
Yeah, when they say someone's Akashic, they described it before. It's like when they just go, they're just overflowing with ether or something. They're just like mindless zombies, just fueled by magic.
Slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
Yeah, but in this case, that's people that can do magic, but magic is very much a big part of the world and how it moves. And we're slowly finding out that
There's a cask under the captain's
there's a reason why people with magic are shunned and such. It's actually the law. There was a treaty signed to define things as such. But magic is always a big part of this land. It's just that some people can use magic and other people have to use crystals in order to use magic, but everyone does it, you know? Because you walk around and you see people using magic crystals to do stuff. Like I've pointed out a couple times, when you go by a well, you see a magic crystal refilling that well. water crystal. You see people with ice chilling their fishes in the market. You see people with a wind crystal drying their clothes out. You know, they use it with crystals. It's just the people who are born with the ability to do magic that are basically shunned. And literally, what the law says is that they literally have a non-people status. I was trying to find someone using a crystal, but I guess there's no one close by.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
I ran for my life. Oh yes, sir. Yeah, this is literally the darkest Final Fantasy game to date. I can assure you that. Final Fantasy 15 briefly had a few dark things, but it wasn't very good.
They came out of nowhere.
But yeah, I can confirm that this one is the darkest Final Fantasy
Do you remember
to
where you
date.
were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
I can tell you, I can give you the basic example of
We should head for more.
Final Fantasy has had people impaled before and die, but Final Fantasy has never had much, if any, blood even showing, and this game is bloody as hell.
I assume you have a plan.
Well, that's the thing about not overdoing something, you know. The thing about Final Fantasy is that since they never used blood or cursing, when they do it, it's actually different, and it is actually impactful. It just stops working if they start doing it all the time. But since they never did it, in this case, it's not necessarily shock value just because because literally Final Fantasy has never done it before. So by doing something that they just didn't do before, it is already going into new territory, you know? Wow, things are very blue, which means there's a lot of magic in the air. There's a lot of ether going around.
Look.
I see them. With me.
Fuck it, let's Mega Flare. I like Mega Flare. Mega Flare has proven to be useful.
Should I try?
Save your strength.
Oh yeah, by the way, that reminds me of a joke. What does the Power Ranger say when he goes to the doctor? It's morphine time.
Nice try.
Yeah, there's a delay in the stream, so punchline jokes don't work like they were supposed to.
Too slow. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Nice. Burned by the Phoenix.
Do you think there are more?
There are always
Probably.
more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Yeah, I agree. And she's cool too.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
You see, that is Riz.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Oh, she doesn't need to.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Okay, Otto, can we progress now?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Oh, nice. That's some ability points. Good. That means I can learn Giga Flare. And I'm gonna hold on to some points in order to upgrade Mega Flare. That is good. Yes, 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 very good. Oh, let me... Before I progress... Hello, Kupo. Let me check... Quiet Sands, Vamari... And this is... Around the woodlands, okay. Okay, so Dalmekia first. Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of not how they work. And also, there's a lot of accessories that would be useful, but there's only so much space to equip them. Oh, crap. Hi. Hey. Hello, Lionel. That's a good Giga Flare.
Good girl.
Okay, we got a ways to go, I think. Because there's no closer path.
This won't be easy. Nice try. Give me thunder! Too slow. It's over.
Kamehameha. Who wins? That depends, sir. That depends on the version of Ultima. Again, let me tell you that there's 16 different games. Thus, everyone has a different version of the weapons. Because Ultima is originally a weapon. It's and in some games the weapons are the ultra hard side bosses. Usually the hardest is Omega. And I'm gonna be honest, I can't really say so far because I don't know what Ultima can do in this game. We don't know exactly what his plan is, what the extent of his abilities are. We don't know nothing yet in this game. So I can say so far, for all the iterations of Ultima I saw, let me see if there's any exception, but I think Goku would beat pretty much all of them.
This might take a while. Nice try. Stay down.
Again, I still miss the Chocobo theme. I need me some Chocobo theme in my life, and it's not fair that there isn't any right now. So I believe my mark is there, I think. That's the only reason why I took this long-ass path.
No need to ride from here.
There he is.
Another God's forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing know. So empty your pockets.
Yeah, they all talk a good game, but... Just dumping all my load. Wow, he is not dead. Finally!
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Okay, now I forgot where the other one was.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Okay. Quiet Sands and yeah, location Okay, reverberating around the woodland. Okay, around the woodland somewhere. The fuck? And now I forgot where Quiet Sands is. Ah, it doesn't matter. I'll find it in a second. Okay, where is Quiet Sands? I cannot frickin' see it. There we go. And now we go north.
Run like the wind.
Run like the wind.
All right.
There we go. There it is. Oh, it's the Three Stooges.
Shores again. But not for long.
My dude. Wow, got careless there.
Come on.
Yeah!
Yeah, see what happens when hubris overcomes you? You think you're invincible, but you're dying, and you can get done in pretty quickly. Okay, see you later, Craig.
No more vengeance. No more war. That's better.
Faster!
Time to fight.
Be safe.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
That's it.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. Is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua! Clive! It's Gav! There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
See the pair that got hauled into Tyre?